I'll run.
Go ahead.
No, I already ran from the building. It's fine.
I landed on top. You are good. And well, that did work.
Let's see. Where's the other ones?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm in between.
Uh, that would be their teammate. Thank you. Well, anyhow, what I was going to ask, uh, why streaming on TikTok less than usual?
Well, because of that supposed ban that's happening, it's one of those people are speculating that they think it's coming back and we be fine, but at the same time, there's a really real chance that it might not be. And if that's the case, then why keep pouring time and energy into something that's going to be gone in like basically a month, or actually less than that by the time this is up? So it's been trying to figure out which app to pour my time and energy into so that way we could, keep the community going. That's kind of started. Also, thank you. I ran out of ammo.
No problem. It took me a lot longer
Yeah, you're good.
uh to get that person than I usually would.
You're good. I know your internet's being bad.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. But yeah, I do hope TikTok would either at least comply or just, you know,
Well, that's the thing is
or at least
that
like the legislation. Yeah,
there's a person near me and I still have no ammo, if you don't mind.
I am looking for said person.
Okay!
There we go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
But it's not really like that. It's more. It's been put in to happen for like a while, and even though Trump is trying to get it, there's absolutely no guarantee because that's technically happening before he takes office again.
Yeah, that is what I heard from a couple of things. And even I was actually surprised too. Like even like, well, maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but I heard like creators, like a whole lot of creators, because essentially it is like investment, even though it's like totally different. But they're trying to basically the government's trying to cover their own base, even though there's a lot of people that is like actually making money from it,
Right.
and that's
Like,
their basic way of income. So
and honestly, that's why that has me very concerned because what about the people who have an education and are very much qualified to do minimum wage, but no one wants to give them a chance for minimum wage? So they are stuck kind of in this limbo because they don't have like quite enough for like a typical career yet. And so they've been able
no,
to find like
that's
income for streaming because that's basically where I'm at. And because I can't get a single job interview, and it's been that way for basically a year, it kind of really goes to impact like how much I'm even able to contribute to the economy then. Because let's see, if I don't have a job or that great of an income, I can't go out to support the local businesses or anything. Anything I get, I have to hold on to until, you know, better days, essentially. So it's basically kind of almost creating the market collapsing again for how things were going for I think it was around like 2008 when the market crashed really badly. Like that's
Yeah.
basically what could be happening again because of how many small businesses rely on TikTok. At least for America.
Also true, yeah, because like I imagine the majority of the platform is US based. I know there's obviously Australian, um, UK, Canada, and all that, but I would have to imagine the majority is US based.
Well, you have to look at how the American society is, though. I mean, I'm not dissing on where we live, but let's look at it. The statistics are that Americans waste the most amount of time because they love their phones. They have this pretty much mindset of wanting to get attention or look at me, things like that are everything's like very much looks based. So anywhere where they can get a lot of attention, like TikTok, is where they're going to spend their time. Because TikTok is
That's true.
essentially a way of reaching hundreds or thousands of people without actually having any followers.
Yeah, that is very true. And yeah, a lot of business is true. Like
I should not have done that. I wasted basically all my AR. But yeah, I mean there's a lot to it. Honestly, I think even the whole like threat of a ban is kind of ruining how people view the US even more because a lot of people have been bringing it up for the whole freedom of speech. And that's what TikTok is, but then they're trying to go and get rid of it, claiming that it's for privacy reasons, even though there's apps that do way more than TikTok, and they're perfectly fine still in the US. So we really are turning into Big Brother more and more, or it's becoming more and more transparent at least. But they want to
yeah,
blame it
that
on the fact
was
that it's China, which is all sorts of wrong because in a way they're being very prejudiced, especially when they are wanting to comply and help for at least the app.
yeah, especially the CEO trying to testify. And like he's probably like, dude, or essentially like, dude, what are you doing? I'm trying to make the platform as comprehensive and open as possible. Which, I mean, essentially, if you just go on the app, it kind of proves it. But I guess I can understand from a security standpoint, but they're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
Right. And especially, what's the problem with it now? Because we had that app in the height of COVID when literally everyone had like literally nothing to do. So they were posting way more personal stuff than they are now, where we actually have stuff going on.
Yeah, definitely, I think so.
Oh, I ran right into that.
Behind you, he's playing cat and mouse. It's nice.
Thank you. Ooh, they had my precious.
Nice. Unfortunately, yeah, we'll just have to see. think I think they're doing like too much too quickly, is what it is. I mean, we did hear about it long ago, but still.
Right, but the fact that it started happening so long ago and now it's just now starting to catch fire and we're starting to see it happen, it's like they kind of brush it under the rug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say like where everyone's going to go to because there's Instagram reels that do almost the same thing, but that one it just doesn't feel as natural. Like I had my first TikTok account, but I got rid of it because I realized that it was hindering my spiritual growth by a lot and causing me to sin essentially. So I got rid of it and I went to Instagram Reels, and that one you're really just seeing the pages that you follow. So you're not necessarily meeting anyone new or anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to get out there.
Yeah, I think this might become. I don't know how much you remember, or if it was like around when you were like paying attention, but we had that mixer situation, and it was like a whole fiasco. And I think they might have went like, I think they went bankrupt or something. Anyway, in the in short, they basically disbanded themselves because I guess they had to. But in this case, yeah, like if it TikTok does get banned, which there's ways around it, but it's going to become more complicated. But essentially, it might become that situation of where it's going to just become not very usable anymore. The only thing that you can do, from what I understand, it'll only be banned in the US. So maybe the only way around it, and it's not a viable solution by any means, but it is something that could probably work, is if you have your um, VPN to a different location.
Right, but at what point are they not going to try to escalate that crime then? Where people are going to
True.
potentially have to pay ridiculous fines or jail time from it.
That's true.
Sleeping squishy. But yeah, I mean, it's really just one of those. They're going to keep coming down harder no matter what solution we try to get TikTok to be around because it's the government. If they choose that they don't like something, they make it happen. And there's nothing anyone could really do about it.
Yeah, that's about right. Well, as far as it goes, yeah, I've only had. I will have to see what comes if it is the case. What comes after TikTok? Um, as before that, there was I think it was the Vine.
No, so it was Vine, then Musically, and then TikTok. Came
Okay.
from. Yeah, TikTok came from Musically. I remember that because of the Dolan twins.
Hmm. Okay.
Do you have a sword?
Mhm.
Okay.
The boss dropped the sword, luckily.
I was gonna say, yeah, now's the time to definitely get it because there's only 8 people. I'm gonna try to make it in this bush.
Well, I know one of them's gonna be up there,
Yeah.
which is probably the crown guy.
Oh, there's someone in the air. I got a few hits in this air.
Nice. I got one.
Now, do you see why I ask you to let me practice hitting you in the air sometimes?
That is a good point.
Thank you.
It does help.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh.
I like getting some more ammo.
Car.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
They barely missed us.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind you, but I'm over here.
Yeah, it looks like the medallion is probably still on the island. But yeah, I think at least for what I'm going to do is you know, first and foremost, I might not necessarily agree with what the government does, but at the end of the day, this is the country I live in, and if I'm not happy, I can always choose to move. But you have to then ask yourself, is it really worth moving over an app, essentially? If it turns into where it looks more and more like a dictatorship, then that's when there's a serious issue and where I will leave the country. But if it's really just for streaming and all that, I heard we're going to the app Lemon 8, so I have an account there. Possibility people are going to be switching more to YouTube, which is why I've been posting more on YouTube. And then potentially Twitch / the Purple app for anyone who doesn't know what the Purple app means. Oh gosh, I did not get this car through well. There we go. I know we're gonna be in storm, but we can move forward just a smidge through here.
Yeah, we'll do what we can for sure.
They're over there. Ah. But it won't let me pin anything other than that shield. They're over there. One person.
No problem. Oops.
It's the invisible person that would be like right in front of us, so I'd think maybe.
There'll be in storm, so I'm thinking over here. If this still okay, barely, but yeah. What do you say we ride the back of the storm over here to the other spot?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
I'm thinking that too, especially for me in the winter, since I'm out of classes, and I feel like it's just a good time to stream.
There's a med kit over here
Well,
if
I
you
might.
need it.
Should be good. Think we can head up there?
I was gonna see if I could grab something before we go. Okay. I found an SMG with
Looks like somebody got the high ground already.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I think they took the zip line.
They had a car too. I saw a green
here we
cyber
go.
truck.
But yeah, I might give it a go. At the very least, all we can do right now, I think, is connect with people on TikTok, and then kind of create a community off of like who you meet. I think that's might be the best way to go about it.
Which is why I've been asking for help with you in Discord.
That's true.
Oh! The medallion. Well, the person that just had the medallion passed.
Let's see. Yeah, you were right. Well, somebody's invisible. I think.
I'm gonna try to get that crown just in case.
I was gonna say go for it.
Ah, it's just there's a golden scope over here.
Oh. Yeah.
I think they're down below.
I think you might be right.
You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna take the fire mask just in case.
Kind of sneaking. Unfortunately, they have their thing, so they might teleport behind us.
Yeah, that's a.
However, we are on high ground.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to go down.
I see.
Basically, we're gonna have to run
Oh.
around with our swords.
Yeah, that one is low.
Knocked.
Nice.
I got right in a tree.
So did I.
Oh! Oh! That's why I hate the sword sometimes. Behind the rock.
Yep. There we go.
Nice work.